Process was unique to me in that it had two of my oldest and dearest friends involved in the show. Kirsten Chambers and Keith Chambers and I all go back to Shreveport Opera, where I was actually her understudy as Frasquita. I was the Frasquita understudy, my big opera debut, super glamorous, down at Shreveport Opera. And we've stayed in touch over those years, and it's been wonderful to be in the room together again. And I don't know, I mean, this has just been such a bonding experience, rehearsal process-wise, leading up to this moment. But I like to think that because, and I also already knew Andrew Potter, because we already had a previous relationship established, I like to hope that it put everyone at ease and made the creative process more genuine and easier. So this is our final room run, right? But we sort of had like a pre-final room run a couple nights ago, back when we weren't sure. I mean, so much has changed in 48 hours, it makes my head spin. But at that room run, we weren't sure if we were gonna still do the show at all, or if maybe, because things had changed so rapidly that day, if that was our last time singing the show. And I gotta say, we all sang our hearts out. And that to me was really cathartic and really healing. And I know that some of the tech crew who were in the room also felt that. So I have to be honest, for tonight, that's what I'm looking forward to the most, is making Mozart music with a cast that I love so much, and I'm just trying to stay in the moment with that. It's singing. I just think singing is the most fun thing ever, especially singing with other musicians. Singing with orchestra is my favorite thing in the world. Singing with other great singers, I love it so much. I also teach voice. I live down in Seymour, Indiana, and I do a couple of workshops and master classes at local high schools, and they ask, that's a question that comes out a lot, how did you get into singing? And I always tell them, you know, I started like you, like I was in high school. I just loved singing so much. Wasn't necessarily good at it, but I kept working at it, and I took voice lessons, and I built up my skill set so that I could keep singing. And that's one of the reasons that I do musical theater and crossover, and I enjoy it so much. And I know that those other types of singing have a longer longevity period. I could sing in a jazz club when I'm 90, and it would be okay. No one's really gonna hire a 90-year-old, even though I'm sure I could sing it, 90-year-old Dona Vida, you know what I mean? So for me, I just love singing so much, and I wanna do it all the time, and that's what makes me happy.